Fellow cardboarders, welcome back. It's time for another installment of Quest for Cube with more vintage cards, Arabian Nights, Portal 3 Kingdoms, Antiquities, all in one video. Sit back, relax, and enjoy another installment of Quest for Cube. Let's make a little space here. I hit the addresses with some extra paper that I had flying around, and I actually don't know which one's which. I'll just start with the first one and see what's in here. Okay, these look vintage. Ooh, oh yes. Urza's Tower from Arabian Nights. Really nice. I think this one I need 3 of in total. This looks very playable to me. How about the second copy here? Yeah, these look all nice from the back, and this is the more important side for me since I'm using translucent sleeves on my Antiquities set cubes and all my set cubes I'm building, just for the nostalgia to be able to see the back side of the cards, which you rarely do these days now, do you? Now the second one is from Graveland on TCG Player. Do check them out if you want to find some nice deals. They had some vintage cards that I wanted. I think one. The Sword of the Ages, which I still didn't have for my Legends set cube. So yeah, maybe they have something for you. Obviously not a sponsor in any way. They didn't send me this card for free, but they didn't mind the shout out, and yeah, maybe they have something for you. Really nice card. No inking, just checking real quick. Since it is a little more expensive and would be a shame if it had. And I will do a quick check in the end to see if there's any inking on the cards, which I wouldn't like. Necropolis and Signed. This was a signed order, if I recall correctly, of some cards which I like to pimp out from my set cubes. So we have the Dark set cube. This one I actually play in my Eudora Mono Green Reanimate deck, and I like the fact that I could have this relatively cheap and can pimp out my Eudora Commander deck. I have this on my channel. If you're a Commander player, get some Ron Spencer Marsh Viper signed. It's a little used, but still good for me, good enough. I like that the cards have to be still readable in my set cube, so this one is on the verge of not being readable, but it's still good. You can make out the words that are needed to make sense of the card. Ashes to Ashes, really nice Pauper card, and also Commander card that not maybe many people know about. It's a 2-for-1, and it's signed in this case. Elves, Saven Elves, however you pronounce them. Very nice copy, and a Miracle Worker and some bonus card, which I don't need. Really pretty. Ah, this has some silver on the back. Oh, sad. I will not be able to use this. Darn it. Should have asked before buying to get the backs. It was relatively cheap, so it was like $3 or so, maybe 4. I didn't mind, but I do have to ask for signed backs, because sometimes when they use, especially these silver and golden pencils, when they're not really dry, they stick to the back. So there was another card probably on the back that was silver signed and left some marks on the back. Too bad. Not that I mind that much, but it's a little sad. This order I waited 2 months for, but it finally arrived, and it's from Canada, from overseas for me. I'm from Germany, and this one got stuck in the mail apparently because there were some post office strikes, I think, and the Triskelion finally arrived. I also needed this one for my set cube, and I'm glad to be able to add this. It's used, probably LP condition, maybe MP in American terms, European LP. But it's playable, and the playability and the fact that it's not too whitened on the back is what matters the most for me. Now this letter, before we hit into the packages that are waiting here on the side, so don't leave yet, there are more to come. This letter was from 3-for-1 trading, which I'm usually very happy with. This time the order, which was from the last video, had a little problem. which was that one of the cards was inked, which is why you should always check for inking. And I ordered this strip mine, another strip mine, well, this artwork, this version, and it was inked. And this one isn't, luckily, I hope. Still checking. Yeah, looks fine. But this was inked all around, and I didn't want it, and they resolved the issue by sending me another one. They refunded me the shipping to them, and now we're all happy. Now I can finally put this card to rest and put it into my set cube. Next letter here, and then we still have 4 more to go, so let's see what we got. I think this was a bonus card. Oh yeah, a Alibaba. This one I think I don't need another one of anymore. Aladdin's ring, I also think I now have 2 of. Ooh, this one is bent. Yeah, I remember. I might still be able to use it actually. Like, the bend isn't too bad. Like, it is bent. It is poor. Don't get me wrong. It's damaged. But I think, like, when you just look at the face of the card, it might be able to still be playable. I'll try it. That would be really nice. A camel, a cool creature. Just camels in general are so cool. By the way, the year 2025 will be the year I am focusing on Arabian Nights. I just say that, and there's a Legends card which is signed, and I like to foil out or bling out my set cubes by putting in signed cards. An eye for an eye, which has like a binder ding down there. Yeah. So always be careful when you have like a ring binder that you carefully pull down the sights and don't damage the cards. Jeweled bird. And I was just starting to say focusing on Arabian Nights this year, and we also tried out during a live stream how a Arabian Nights set cube feels when you play it. So we drafted Arabian Nights while we had a good time together, hung out. If you want to watch this video, rewatch it. It is on the channel. I think I can put it over there, up there in the corner. Oubliette, the dark version, a red Djinn, some dirt down there. Might be able to. I'll scrape it off later, carefully, not on camera. Some witches, which are quite a solid card to draft in a Arabian Nights set cube, in my opinion. Unstable mutation, also good card, solid, playable. And lastly, a desert. Yeah, these are really pretty. Great condition. Happy to add them to the collection. I think I need some space. Let's put those sleeves aside here, as well as the bonus cards. Thank you for those, by the way, to the people who sent me them. And this looks much better now. Let's, for a change, hit into the packages next. Another package inside the package. Okay, now here we go. A big stack of cards. Let's see what we have here. Some pretty snow-covered forests and lands in general from Ice Age. Some Portal basics. I really enjoy blinging out my Commander decks by adding these original retro frame basics. These are solid in condition, still playable, and these are so unique. You don't get them anymore, and people don't see them anymore. Like, this is so unique. Like, there are no reprints of these. Like, there's a ship in the background, and there's a dragon in the background, or a drake, and yeah, there's like a parachute in the background. Like, these are so unique, and to be able to get these for relatively cheap, I think I paid like between 30 and 50 cents per piece. I'll show it on the screen, or I showed it already. These I paid a little more for, which is why you're actually here probably. Vintage, more vintage cardboard rectangles. This has a little bend down here, but it's still fine. Unlimited basics, which still have the tap to add written out, which is how you easily can gauge if they are revised or unlimited. Binder ding up here, 2 binder dings. Damn. A mountain. These I use to build the mana base of the set cubes when playing with them. Another binder ding down there, kind of sad. And we have 2 Dandans, which I should... I don't know how many I own now. 30, 40 copies? I have a whole video where I show off all the Dandans that I own from Arabian Nights. I have a whole classical Dandan deck with these Dandans in there, as well as, well, 15 copies or so for the set cube, and then I just continued collecting more over the years, and now I think we come to some cards you might see even less of, not Pokemon cards, but Portal 3 Kingdoms cards. How many did you see in the wild? Like, be honest. Like, maybe a binder, maybe 2 people who had like 1 or 2 cards in them. I am also building a Portal 3 Kingdoms set cube. And I know, this one is bent straight through. Like, this is poor condition card. It's sad because there are a couple more. I got them for a good deal, and thank you to the person who sent me those. It is sad. I don't know what happened there, like, who was angry at those cards. Here's an Imperial Recruiter, and it is also straight bent. But I do like giving those cards a home as well. The face still looks nice, and in sleeves you might not even notice the bend through them. If you do, I might probably trade them away again or keep the nicest ones, but for now I'll try to see. I'm positive that I'm able to cover up the bend with the matte translucent sleeves, that the refraction is good enough to pull the focus away from the bend that goes through the card. In my opinion, we'll see. We'll see. If not, we'll see what I do with them. Because the Imperial Recruiter is also very playable in Commander. Like, it's a solid inclusion in any red deck that plays some small creatures, which is like every second red deck. So I'm not worried that I will not find a home for it. Man, I really wonder what happened here. Like, who bends every card? Like, do they shuffle like this? Like, rifle shuffle that hard? That all the cards bend over the years? Like, you know that they have like some rifle shuffle marks, cards that get damaged by rifle shuffling, but I can't otherwise imagine what happened there. Crazy. Or was there someone so angry? Like, these are not bent. Like, they might have a minor bending, but like the beginning of that. But other than that, like, there's also like a deep scratch on the side of some of those. That's so interesting. So you see, you can find some nice deals on cards like these, on old cards like these. And if you just like to play with them, collect them, if you pay half the price, why not? Why not go for that? It's good that the line isn't white. That would easily be seen through the translucent sleeves. But in this case, I think we're good. I think we're golden. 2 more before we hit into the 2 last letters, and there's one big one waiting for us for another 300 bucks. This also cost me. What did that cost me? 100? 200? I don't know what I gave you. I don't remember. But thank you. Thank you anyways to the person. I think Portal 3 Kingdoms is a really pretty set. It's like astonishing. Like, these artworks are so vibrant and so unique, showing Chinese culture, and yeah, they probably will never do something like this again. They will never reprint Portal 3 Kingdoms itself, all these artworks. Next up, more vintage probably. Let's see what's in here. Does that count as vintage? I think so. Like 1997 is Portal 3 Kingdoms. Ooh, what is in here? What did I order here? Ooh, more Arabian Nights. I told you that's the focus for this year. This is almost 10 years old, almost 10-year-old signature. 2016 desert. There's 2 Mirage Desert, which I always like to show. You have the white dots on these and no white dot here, which some people like to pay a premium for, but not many. I count them as the same. Like, it's a fun fact. It's a fun little fact. Halfdane is a rare I still need it, which is such a weird creature in my opinion to play as a commander, but quite unique, and maybe you want to try it out. Naf's Asp, good enough for me. Power Sync, great copies. Holy Strength, probably the whitening is quite heavy in this one, but that's probably fine. And a Ogress. Yeah, has a scratch here and some whitening on all used copy, but again, playable for me. And there are many more Arabian Nights cards that I still need. I think I need more than 30 copies of Desert, because it's a C11. I think I need 33 copies of that card. Now lastly, the big order for today, and I hope you enjoyed this video. Do help this channel out reach the 1K mark by subscribing to the channel. And let's see what's in here. Another one of these where there's a package inside the package. Let's see if we can just pop it open like that, or if you have to dig into it again. Oh, there's another box inside the box, inside the package. I think that should be the last one, right? There we are. Okay, so more old stuff. Let's start with this one. Dancing Scimitar. Oh, that is a clean copy. That is really clean. Wow, very nice. That should be minty. Fish liver oil. There are also some signed cards again. Signed by Anson, also quite minty. These are great in condition. Another Anson signed card. This is light printing, and the dark printing you can see by the colorless mana symbol, which is a normal thing in Arabian Nights, and also kind of annoying because sometimes the black cards are hard to read. For example, the oubliette here doesn't only cost you 2 black but also 1 and a black, just as a little fun fact. More unstable mutation, some Gazban Ogre. I think I should have enough by now. War Elephant. That is quite used. Not sure if I can include that in the set cube. Might be able to, but it's quite scuffed. We'll see. Moorish Cavalry, dark printing. When I say dark and light printing, I always talk about the colorless mana symbol. Flying Carpet here. This one does not have 2 versions. I think it's only the commons that have 2 versions in existence. Dark printing of Piety. Dark printing. Another dark printing. These are very great condition. Many of them, most of them, some of them. All light printing here, and all in very clean condition. I am coming along with the Arabian Nights set light printing Tutors, another light printing Tutors, another dark printing Tortoise, and a dark printing Tortoise. We have dark printing Bird Maiden. All of these are very playable copies in a set cube when you draft them. Bird Maiden signed by the artist. Can you still see these cards? Yeah. You should be able to. Light printing of the Yulni Wolf. Don't know how it's pronounced. I just assume. Ooh, Island Fish Gisconius. I already have 2, And I did not have a signed one, so I will switch out one of my copies. And man, that's a clean copy. This is near mint, man. Wow. Really enjoy that. I will cherish all of these cards in my set cubes, but man, these are really nice copies. Might not even want to play them if they're that clean. Another signed one, a little minor bend down here, but maybe just, yeah, it's fine, it's fine. Then Cyclone, I remember that one, since I last minute chose to also take that one. I already have 3, that's my 4th one, but didn't have a signed one, and I really liked it. And the artwork is also so cool that it takes out the, probably the City of Brass, gold signed Witches, also clean copy, Kurt Aben signed 2005. Wow, that is a 20-year-old signature by Ken Mayer Jr. Oasis, not the band, but the actual card, which is also really funny that it can prevent 1 damage done by the desert. Like, it can prevent any 1 damage done by anything, but like, the fact that deserts deal damage to attacking creatures and the oasis, which you can find in the desert, protects it is like such a cool little feature that you just don't notice if you don't play the set. Like, there's this oasis and there's this desert, but if you play the set, you notice that like there's this set that actually plays in the desert. Signed copy, Sandstorm. Ooh, Aladdin's Lamp signed. And yeah, it's so sad that we were not able to play this set, and this is the reason why I'm building this set cube, to be able to encapsulate this time and be able to have other people, as including myself, experience this set in a way that no one has before. And of course, just before we're ending the video, the phone battery dies, and yeah. Here we are. We're back again. Urk Raider is signed. Anyways, where was I? I'm thankful that you're here and stuck around till the end with me, with this little accident here at the end. A signed PET by Mark Poole. What else do we have? Oh, another Dandan. This time a gold signed one. Really nice. Do I own? Oh, I own 3 signed, black signed copies, but not a gold signed copy. Nice, but now I do. Now I do. The condition is nice. It has some goop on the front here. Other than that, it's really nice. And I like Drew Tucker's artwork. They're quite unique in his style. Jander's Ring. I think we have 2 more copies before we end the video here. Some binder ding here, down there. We should also check for inking for a sec before we actually end it. Another Drew Tucker artwork, also beautiful, stunning art of the Herd Jackal. Some ding down there again. And lastly, we have another Hazran Ogress. Is that the second signed one? Yeah, second signed one here by Dan Fraser. Now lastly, let's check for inking real quick and see if anyone tampered with them in any way. This was a thing that was done back in the day, sadly, because people wanted to have cards seem their cards being in a better condition than they actually are. And they used like black Sharpie to cover up the white nicks and dings that cards normally have. But this looks good. So what we're looking for is like some black marks on the side. It should all be clean and white. If the cards are old, they should be yellow. There's some black stuff. Let's see. Oh, that's fine. That's fine. There's the moment of truth if the cards have been handled nicely. But yeah, these look great. Now I bid you to have a beautiful day. Click those 2 buttons to support the channel. Be kind to the people around you. Bring a friend to Magic. I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.